What is parental behavior training?
Well, it's very, very specific to, that particular family, because there are a lot of uh, factors involved in what they might need, including, does this child have a comorbid learning disorder or depression and anxiety? Are there siblings in the household? Are they younger or older? Has the child been diagnosed, and for how long? Is the child aware of their diagnosis? Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then beyond that, what are the particular behaviors that are causing the most impairment, not only in school, but also with the family dynamics? Um, and then we just start to attack those one by one. And the first thing we look at is how is the parent reacting to those behaviors?
Sure. All right.
Because 9 times out of 10, the reaction is one that you might give to a neurotypical child that ought to, quote unquote, know better. And it's just not a helpful reaction for a child with an impulse control disorder, because they couldn't control what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So asking them to not do it again or punish them because of something they did generally just won't have an impact. And so the parent and child wind up getting more and more and more frustrated.
Okay. So is this a form of therapy or more education?
I really like to call it more training. It's
Okay.
not therapy. Therapy is working more on your emotional side, and
Mm-hmm.
this really is more specific to, okay, let's problem solve. Let's look at, what are you doing and how could you do it differently to get a different outcome.
Finding what works.
Mhm.
Okay. Why would it not work? Could get in the way of
Unfortunately, um, parenting a child with ADHD in particular is exhausting.
okay.
It takes a lot of forethought, a lot of what I call preventative parenting,
Okay.
when you're having to be 2 steps ahead of your child and really thinking about, okay, we're going to a barbecue on Sunday. It's at 1:30. Does my child might be really tired because that's when they nap, or my child
Mm-hmm.
might be really hungry and hate the food at the barbecue, like just really, really thinking ahead, or maybe even deciding barbecues just aren't in our future at the moment.
Right. Okay.
Um, and a lot of parents are in a state of denial. They don't want their lives to be impacted like that. They want to go to that barbecue, and they want their child to just do what they're told.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so they will fight the fact that actually they're the ones that have to change first.
I see.
Um, and change is difficult. You're
Yes.
um, often this isn't the road that they thought they would be on. It's not what they signed up for. Um, there are a lot of parents that just really wish somebody could work with their child and change their child. Um, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, and it just, unfortunately, it's not that easy.
Yeah, when we shut down, we ran our kung fu school for 20 years, and it was really uh, we hated to shut it down, but we had to. And a few parents came to us and said, "Who will discipline my child now?" And I mean, I just we had no answer. We didn't know what to. So I would have given them your number.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, I've been there. I have two of my three have ADHD, and I remember those years, and they were not easy or fun. It's really hard, and most people who don't have kids with issues don't understand how hard it is either.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Parents will frequently have a sense of some kind of parenting failure. Like, if I had only done something differently,
Right.
my child would be different. Or shame. I can't bring my kid to a barbecue because he's probably going to have a meltdown and crawl under the table. Um,
Right.
and
Are,
and there's a lot of judgment. by, people who don't understand. Why can't your child behave? Why, gosh, this child
Uh,
just needs some discipline.